It's Monday, March 26, 2012, and this is news. Rick Santorum won Saturday's Louisiana Republican primary with 49% of the vote, capturing support from women, young people, fiscal conservatives, and evangelical Christians alike. The Santorum victory closed the door on Mitt Romney's last chance to win in the so-called Deep South. Romney garnered less than 27% of the vote, but said he's still on track in the delegate math. With just a few more multi-million-dollar losses in key states, Romney said, I should have the nomination all sewn up. Santorum kicked up a media storm this weekend, saying that due to the former Massachusetts governor's role in creating a template for ObamaCare, Romney would be the worst Republican to nominate this year. Santorum has said similar things many times, contending that the Republican nominee needs to be able to draw sharp contrasts with Obama, especially on health care. A Romney campaign spokesman said he's shocked that Santorum would say such a thing, and he's sure there are many Republicans who would have a harder time contrasting their records with Obama's, even if none comes to mind at the moment. Oh, how about Arlen Specter? The Supreme Court today began hearing arguments on the constitutionality of ObamaCare. The president's lawyers will first argue that the health care law can't be challenged until at least 2015 because tax penalties for noncompliance won't kick in until 2014. Tuesday, the court will hear debate on the individual mandate to buy health insurance, and Wednesday, the justices will consider whether the law can stand if the mandate falls and whether the law forces states to expand Medicaid. White House senior advisor David Plouffe said the law will be upheld as constitutional, and Republicans will come to regret branding it ObamaCare, since it will soon be very popular. Embracing the derisive term, Plouffe said the White House will now refer to the requirement to buy insurance as ObamaMandate, and the requirement that religious institutions provide workers with free contraceptives as ObamaCeption. In related news, the First Lady announced her anti-obesity campaign has rebranded Brussels sprouts as ObamaNuggets, confident they'll soon be wildly popular in school cafeterias. North Korea will ignore warnings from the United Nations and from President Obama when it launches a multi-stage rocket in April. South Korea plans to track the rocket and may shoot it down. President Obama, in South Korea for multi-nation nuclear talks, said the North's aggressive behavior will not garner international respect, but only further isolate it. He also said the U.S. will continue to decommission its own nuclear stockpile to reduce the threat of the world's most powerful nation surviving a nuclear war. At the conference, President Obama was overheard on a hot mic telling outgoing Russian President Dmitry Medvedev to ask his successor, Vladimir Putin, to give Obama some space on the issue of missile defense.
After my election, I have more flexibility.
I understand. I transmit this information to Vladimir and understand.
A White House spokesman said Obama merely meant to say that after his re-election, he'll no longer bear the burden of accountability to the American people, most of whom don't understand how threatening a defensive missile system can be, especially to airborne Russian ballistic missiles. And finally today, film director James Cameron this weekend became the first man to reach the deepest part of the ocean alone. Cameron's 6.8-mile solo descent to the bottom of Challenger Deep took him about a mile deeper than Mount Everest is tall. The Canadian-born director of Titanic and Avatar said he's always dreamed of going as low as he could go on Earth, and he prepared for many years by being a liberal Hollywood filmmaker. For PJ Newsbreak, I'm Scott Ott. Click on pjtv.com 3 times today for your antidote to the obsolete media.